Hi, I'm Lesley Logan, and we're going to do the toe corrector seated with bent knees. So it's funny because the other toe corrector version that I'll show you in another video is seated but with straight legs. So this is seated with bent knees. And ideally you would try to get yourself to be hips in line with knees. That would be really good. But this is the bench I have. So this is what we're going to do. So you can too. You can buy a toe corrector. And if you want one, contact our support team or comment below and we can send you a special link to one of these bad boys, or you can just make it with your broccoli rubber bands. You know, those blue rubber bands just tied couple together and boom, you got yourself a toe corrector. And so you put this around your toes. And if your big toes are like not wanting to party with you, you can put it around the big toe and the second toe, right? And the simpler one is just make sure your hips are in line with your knees and you keep your knees in line with your hips and you spread your feet. And you spread your feet. And what you want is to see if your feet go evenly. So you could also just work one foot and then the other foot. What you don't want to do is go knees wide. So knees stay narrow, and if you have to put your hands there, do it. The other thing you're looking for is, are your toes lifting? So my right foot's not going as far, but my toes aren't lifting, they're staying long. My left toe's going crazy far, but the toes are lifting. So I'm going to try to keep the toes long and down, long and down. And then you can draw circles. So you're just lifting that up and you're trying to lift the big toe, the second toe, third, fourth, fifth, and then land it fifth, fourth, third, second big toe, right? So you try. It's a really fun thing to see if you can move your toes separate of each other. Another thing you can do is the bow and arrow. So I'm going to pull one foot back and the other leg goes a little more forward, and I'm going to point that foot while this other foot stays flexed and holds it. And it really works both feet. If you're like, girl, my toes are so not as coordinated as that. So I'm really trying to point through my foot. My big toe does not like to point, so this is a good exercise for it. Something I could do if it's like, that's not happening for me. You can actually hold it and then push down and push down, and that really helps work the arch. So if you need to get the other foot out of the way because it's just not helping you, you can also move this down to other toes and do the exact same thing. So if you have like a fourth toe or a third toe that's just like, what is happening with that toe? You can do it there. And you guys, this is like so much fun to do just sitting and watching TV. You can do this while you're traveling. This is like, you can just put it in your bag. And if you got the rubber bands, it's easy, right? So do this every day, really work your feet, because the thing about your feet is if they're stiff, your back's stiff. Just that's how it goes. And if you don't know how to stand on your feet in life, right, then just think about all the different muscles you're not exercising properly as you go throughout the day. You actually don't have to work out as much if you're staying in your muscles. And so what I love about Pilates is when you do things like this, it not only makes your Pilates workout more effective, right? Like you're going to notice that your footwork and your stomach massage and your short spine and your standing exercises are all going to have a much better connection if you're doing toe corrector stuff. But even without considering how it's going to up-level your Pilates practice, it's going to up-level your standing and walking and moving around life. So I highly recommend you get one or you make one. Thank you so much for watching this, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. It means the world to me. So thank you.